Jason Bradley from Bodyworks Physio, here today to go through some of your options that you can use at home to self-manage muscle tightness and fascial tightness and joint tightness. So I've got 4 tools lined up here that we use here at the clinic and that we use with patients in order to help them self-manage their conditions. So the first one and the most common one that everybody's probably seen is a foam roller. So the ones we generally stock here are more the ones with PVC pipe on the inside and the EVA foam on the outside. The reason I like these more than your standard blue foam roller ones is because they keep their shape much better. So we tend to find with the full foam ones, after you've used them for a couple of months, they will start to lose their shape a little bit. These ones will stay in shape for a long time. The main difference you'll see with buying a good foam roller from your physiotherapist as opposed to a cheap one from some of the major retail stores is, yes, they may be more expensive, but these are actually designed to hold much higher weight. A number of your cheaper ones will actually crack the PVC pipe in using them after a while. So always make sure you buy a better quality one. It's going to cost you a bit more, but it will last a lot longer in the long run and won't crack while you're using it. So to use these, we've got a number of great videos on how to use them. So it's basically, for the leg, for example, popping them down the ground and rolling up and down on it. If you're interested in finding more out about the foam roller, I suggest you have a look at our 10 ways to use the foam roller video. It'll give you ways to use it on all parts of your body. So that's the number one. Number two, the next most common one that people have probably seen is a standard studded massage ball. Now, these are really great because they grip the floor and they can give you a bit more of a precise trigger point or a precise pressure point on the muscle. So these are really useful for things like your glutes. So we basically just pop it on the ground, sit on it, and roll around through there. And usually when we do this, we find the really sore spot and hold it in on that spot for 20 or 30 seconds till you feel it starting to relax out there. You can also use those on your feet to roll in through your arch and basically anywhere you want to on your body where you've got a tight muscle, whether that's up through your shoulder blades or in through your lower back. I would recommend, because it's got the studs on it, they're not spikes, but they are a little bit sharper, so if you're using it on your back or anywhere that's a bit more sensitive, try and have a jumper or a shirt or something in between them. Our next one, which people might have seen, is a double massage ball. Now these are great. They're made out of a heavy silicone and they're awesome for using in your spine. So what we do with these is we pop them up against a wall and then you're going to roll back up and down against them. So I'm just going to stand up here, pop them against the wall so that the ball sits either side of my spine, and then we just sit back and work through it. And the more we bring our feet out and lean back into it, the more pressure you're going to get through there. These are also great if you're a really hardcore person to use down the outside of your leg into your ITBs, though I would say that's only for the very advanced people that are finding the foam roller too easy. And they're also great for using in through your arches after you've had a hard day at work and your feet are a bit sore. Our last option is a muscle mate. And these are a really great tool for being really precise on the trigger point because they've got that nice point there. They're a soft silicone, it's still fairly firm, but it's nice to get right deep into those muscles. So these are really useful for things like the back of your shoulder and your infraspinatus, in through your spinal muscles down through here and into the glute. And once again, I would usually start people on the wall and lean back into that. The good thing about the silicone that they're made out of, the rubber, it's nice and sticky, so it actually grips the wall really nicely. You can also use both these and the double massage ball on the floor, but I usually start people with them on the wall to start with, so it's not too much pressure, and then as you get used to it, you can migrate down onto the floor. So I hope that answers some questions for you. So the 4 main tools we've gone through are your foam roller, your massage ball, your double massage ball, and your trigger point tool. Thanks and have a great day.